Hey guys, Tyrantt here. Welcome to Tyrantt Pro Whooper Preseason Event number 1. Before I dive into the details of the event and some of the changes I made over the last few days, I want to give a big shout out to BETAFPV. BETAFPV has played an integral part in my FPV career. They sponsored me back in IGAL 3 and have continued to support me and keep me up in the air throughout the entirety of IGAL 4. Without their help and support, there's no way I would have been able to compete in IGAL 4, let alone have the opportunity to win. So big thank you and shout out for all that support, Beta. BETAFPV has also sent out a couple of 12 amp flight controllers to give out to the winners of both Preseason's events number 1 and 2. So make sure to submit your best video, because if you can land a spot in the top 10, you have a chance at winning one of these flight controllers. Also, throughout IGAL 4, one of my favorite builds to fly was the equivalent of a Meteor75 Pro. So if you want to fly a drone that's very similar to what I fly, check out the Meteor75 Pro link down in the description below. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm cold right now, and I can only imagine how cold it is outside. I would imagine a lot of you guys are in a similar situation, and flying outside is just not doable right now with the weather. So over the last few days, I've been working on creating an indoor Trictionary to give people the option to fly outdoors or indoors if they would rather choose. I've also received the help from JAL FPV and FPV Sammy, who've helped create an indoor calculator and indoor leaderboard to go along with it. So big shout out to them for their help. So if you choose to fly indoors, please note that there is a max time limit of 60 seconds. You may notice that it's a little bit shorter than the outdoor time limit, but that's primarily because it's kind of difficult to fly indoors without crashing a bunch. So to help balance things out, we've also increased all the scores of all the tricks for flying indoors throughout the various obstacles. Some of these obstacles may include over and under, so anything that you can fly over and then back under again. Single gates, which can be made of anything as long as the sides aren't longer than 28 inches. A cube, where the sides aren't longer than 28 inches. And also a triple gate stack, which is pretty much 3 single gates stacked on top of each other, with all sides being, you guessed it, no more than 28 inches on all sides. There's no there's no map of the week because you're flying indoors. I'm not going to make you go fly in various rooms like the kitchen or living room or garage. Instead, we are going to make the tricks of the week based around a single obstacle. So for the event number 1, preseason event number 1, the beginner trick of the week is going to be a 360 yaw spin through a single gate. The intermediate trick of the week is going to be a 540 split S around a single gate. And the advanced trick of the week is going to be a Matty 360, also known as a Helter Skelter, through a single gate. For the quad objectives, you are going to be flying through a chair, wall tap a door, perch up on something high, something small, like no more than like 8 inches wide. So, you can do a long shelf. It just needs to be no more than 8 inches on one side. And flip in front of a TV. Again, the tricks of the week and quad are completely optional. You don't have to do any of them if you don't want to. But if you want to score some big points, I highly recommend it. But if you'd rather fly outdoors, you have that option as well, especially if you're one of the lucky few that still has nice weather right now. The map of the week for outdoors is going to be your yard. It could be your front yard or backyard, whichever floats your boat. Regardless of which one you fly, you get a 10% bonus to your overall score. So I definitely recommend hitting up that yard if you can. The tricks of the week are going to be a flip for the beginner. The intermediate trick of the week is going to be a half Matty, while the advanced is going to be a Barani. The quad objectives are going to be to fly under a car, perch on something at least 15 feet high, like a roof, fly through a gap, and power loop a tree. And once again, you don't have to do any of these if you don't want to. They're entirely optional. The deadline for the preseason event number 1 will be on December 2nd at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Immediately following that will be the review live stream, where we will review all of the event submissions within a 4-hour period. The following weekend, probably on a Saturday, will be the Tyrantt Pro Whooper show. This show is where we will review the top 10 highest scoring event submissions, and we will also do live judging to determine who the winner of the preseason event number 1 will be. So that about wraps it up. I hope you guys have fun, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to myself or to the Tyrantt's Whoop Lounge Discord server. I look forward to seeing all of you guys' freestyle rips, so have fun and happy whooping. Tyrantt out.